On our last mission trip to Mexico, we spent a week down there. Something happened and I was completely unprepared. Because of that, when I got back, I started looking around, checked out some reviews, decided on something, basically put it in a little note looking for sales. Lo and behold, not even a week and a half later, it comes up for sale at 30% off. I'll explain more right after this. I'm Rick, and this Shut the heck up, you stinking roosters. Nail that for your sanity. This is the shack. Hello and welcome back to the shack. While this last trip in Mexico, one of the ladies that works down there needed a jump start. Two of us had trucks. We both go to our trucks looking for jumper cables. I didn't have any, and I could have bet money I did. I thought I had put jumper cables in my little tote that I have in my truck. I have a little tote in there that has my toolbox in it, a netting that we use a lot when we have too many things packed in the back. We put the big stretchy net over it. I have oil, I have water, I have brake fluid, power steering fluid, all kinds of little stuff I need in case something happens. Unfortunately, I didn't have any jumper cables. And literally before I started this video, I was doing something back here behind my bandsaw. I have my jumper cables sitting there. Why they weren't in the truck, I have no idea. But I didn't know that till now, and I had already purchased this. So when I got back, I decided I wanted to have some type of a power bank that I could use to jumpstart other vehicles or my vehicles. If I'm not by myself, I got nobody other to jumpstart, I'm really screwed. I figured I need something like this. Started looking around, looking at reviews, trying to stay within a budget range, and it got narrowed down to Viking at Harbor Freight. And they have a 1,000 and a 2,000. The 1,000 is $100, 2,000 is $130. I made a note to myself, I'm gonna keep an eye out and I'm gonna wait for a sale. Literally within a week, a sale came up. They had the 2,000 one on sale for a 30% off. So I actually walked out the door with this Viking 2000 at $105 and change. So I'm gonna bring you up, I'm going to open this up and show you what we have. A little side note, I have already charged this. When I got it home, you see here, it was at, I think, 78%, if I remember right. And I plugged it in to my tool organization battery charging station. And I have a USB thing on that, so I plugged it in there to charge it, left it for a few hours, came back, and it was at 100%. But what I'm going to do, again, show you this, then we're gonna go outside, and I'm gonna hook it up to my car that I literally cannot drive anymore because California says no. So I can't drive it. I used to drive it back and forth up to the mailbox, just pick the mail up and come back just so I could drive it every couple times a week. But basically it is a 1999 Dodge Neon. It was my father's, runs great, burns oil, but I don't care about that. I've driven this thing a couple of trips to Texas. No mechanical issues whatsoever. It is a solid little car. Not a Dodge fan, but I tell you what, they did good on these little Neons. They were pretty good little vehicles. Driving from here to Texas, I got 41 miles to the gallon. You can't beat that at all. Of course, I wasn't doing 75, 80. I found the sweet spot in a couple of tanks. If I kept it around 63 to 66, somewhere around there, I got the best mileage, and I stayed there, which sucks getting to Texas because there's 80 mile an hour, and here I am cruising on a little car, 65, 64, keeping in my sweet spot, getting 41 miles to the gallon. Didn't care, I was trying to get the mileage. I don't think I spent $100 in gas from here to there. I'm not allowed to drive it no more because there's lines that go up to the front, under the front passenger side wheel well. There's a canister. I think it's like charcoal or something. Basically, it cycles the fumes out of your tank. Well, now they exceed their things, but I'm hoping this EPA thing will just flush these buttholes down the toilet and I get my car back and running. There's nothing wrong with it. That's not an issue. Everything else All the smog works, it's just that not filtering, I guess, enough. I don't know. If anybody knows about these things, let me know. Help me out. I would like to get my car running again, at least till I get the hell out of this state. So that's been setting now for 6-7 months, maybe even 8 months now. And I know the battery's dead. So we're gonna see all what we have in here. And I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna see if this thing will jump start my long lost little car. Now before I take this out, if you want, you can pause this and read all the specs. Quick little side note, I was trying to open this from the top and I thought, oh, wait a minute. I checked the bottom, they have that little round piece of tape thing right here. Take it from the bottom, much easier. Slides right out, makes it very, very simple. You have your Viking lithium-ion jump starter and power bank instruction manual. Definitely go through that, check it all out. Has everything you need to make sure you're aware of how to properly operate the charging bank. Nice compact little design. Open this up. And we have our USB to USB-C charging cable. You have the connector to the battery and connect this to the power bank to jump start. And also comes with a USB adapter. So I'm gonna put this stuff back here, put that in there. Flip this side open and there you have the Viking 2000. It says right here, 2000 peak amps. You got your LED screen here. Unfortunately, I had to redo this part of the video, so it was at 100%. I've already used it to jumpstart a vehicle, so now I am down to 92%. It was at 100%. You have a flashlight. You can press and hold, I think, 3 seconds. You have a light on here. This makes it really nice. If it's dark outside, you turn this on, you can see where to connect the positive to positive, negative to negative in your vehicle. Press and hold, I think 3 or 4 seconds, and it shuts it off. And then you plug that into here. Now, I thought these were protective covers. They are not. You open this portion, and it's right there, and this plugs directly in. Now, that's flashing. Once you connect it to the battery, if everything's okay, that becomes a solid green light. Now on the side here, just flip it up out of the way. You have 2 USB ports here and the USB-C here. Again, that's where the charging cable plugs into. As you saw when I was talking earlier, when I plug this in to charge, plug that in, plug this into the wall adapter or directly to USB outlet and charge the power bank. And that's everything on here. So let's take this outside and try it on my dad's little car and see if we can get some life back into it. This is my little car. All right, look at the spider webs getting on here. And I hope nothing's got in here and chewed anything up in here. I'd really be mad. Oh, man. Dang, get dusty in there. Yeah. Oh man, look, it was all clean till that little bush when I opened the door, got in here. Dang it. So let me put in the key and just see if I get anything. Oh, wrong key. That's my truck. No wonder. Truck key. Not my car key. Nope. Nothing, no dinging, no nothing. So shut that off. Leave that there and let's get this hooked up. Oh man. Well, at least it's cobwebs. I'm gonna hold you this way and hold this up. There. Shoot, and I just got a battery for it too. I remember that. That sucks. And now it's dead. Oh well. How am I gonna do this? Let me see. Turn this down so you keep an eye on what I'm doing here. Alright, set that there. Trying to get these things off. So I guess you leave it on, okay. Yeah, plug it in. Light green, beeping, or it's just blinking green. So this is my positive here. And this is my negative here. Ooh, I heard something click. Connection is good because it's a solid green. So I'm going to set that there. Yeah, I don't know, see what happens. And I had this thing all nice and clean in here. Stinking bush. Oh, I like my vehicles clean inside. Alright, let's see if we even get any ding-dinging. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Whoa. Whoa, he's got life. It worked. Wow. Sweet. Oh, my car still works. Yay. Still at 100%. Wow. Oh, 97%. That ain't bad. Oh, cool. Man, I am like blown away. I didn't expect that. As you saw, the engine was full of cobwebs. That's been sitting there a good 7-8 months. And this thing, no dinging, no nothing. As soon as I connected the battery cables, I heard a click. Went inside, turned the keys on, everything ding ding, everything lit up, kicked over, hadn't been started, pump it a few times. Yeah, had to pump this one. It's not electric. 99, okay? Pumped it a few times, turn it over, and boom, it kicked on. So what I have left, oh my bad, it's 92%. I think cranked it a couple of times, 2 or 3 times before it actually started, and I'm only down to 92%. I am thoroughly impressed. You've seen it for yourself. Actually works. Check out the specs, see if it's something that works for you. But for me, I am so glad I bought this. Anywhere down the road, anybody needs jump, simply pull it out, boom. I don't have to use my vehicle as the donor vehicle in case something happens. I have this, I don't have to touch my car at all. Put it in your trunk, put it under the seat, put it at the back seat of your truck someplace. It's very compact, small. I'm sold on this. But make sure if you do, go to Harbor Freight, sign up, and wait, put it in like, I think, I didn't do it, but I think you can put it in your wish list. Quote me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure. Let me know in the comment section. I think you can do that, and if anything you have down there comes on sale, it'll notify you. I know other websites will, I'm not sure Harbor Freight does. But I've been keeping an eye on it, and thankfully, it didn't even take a week and it came up for sale. So again, $130, normal. I had a 30% discount for this. Walked out the door at 105 and change. You see if I have it here. I'll tell you exactly what I paid for it. Nope, that's not that one. Yep, here it is. $105.58 for this. Out the door with my 30% discount. So that 30% discount off the 130 brought it down to $97.99, then add taxes onto that. Hell of a good deal. There are a few things I do buy from Harbor Freight, and I'm telling you what, I'm confident I could recommend this, no issues at all. We're done. Thank you so much for watching. Be blessed. Take back your shack. Build it for your sanity. Patience is a virtue. I waited and I got what I wanted cheaper. I'm just blown away. This is really, really cool. I think I gotta go eat. It's getting late. Thanks again for watching. We will see you next video.